Good afternoon, welcome to game number 2 for the third place decider from the Anywhere Arena qualifiers for the Chinese regionals. I say third place decider because these two teams are no longer in the first top 2, obviously, otherwise they would be fighting for a third place, which also means that they will not be going to the Chinese regional finals anymore. Wow, English, I know, hard. But they are still fighting for $500. That is a third place prize. If you want to check out the finals, you can do so on Sunday. It will be between Tong Fu and LGD. Should be a good match, and they will be fighting for. And those, well, they both already have places in the regional Chinese finals. But they are fighting for the first prize, which is $1,500, or the second prize, which is $1,000. But first, this third place decider gonna be between Noah's Ark and ForLove. This is game number 2. Game number 1 was won by ForLove, and we're gonna see if Noah's Ark can force out a game number 3, or if ForLove is gonna be taking it 2-0. First, some banouts. We have got ourselves a Darkseer, Naga Siren, Templar Assassin, and Brewmaster banout. We saw the Brewmaster in the previous game. It was actually a pretty decent pickup, even though, well, there were a couple of mistakes made by both teams, and in the end, Brewmaster was a deciding factor for ForLove winning that game. Definitely. We're gonna see. They don't want to be facing that one anymore, and don't want to be playing that one anymore, we should say, because ForLove would want to pick up the Brewmaster. They want to go for something different. They pick up the Rubik as the first pick, leaving Noah's Ark to be thinking about their first 2 pickups next. Let's see what they're going to be going for. We, of course, have still a lot of heroes still in the pool. Like, I mean, the previous game, Brewmaster and Chaos Knight were the first 2 pickups, so I'm kind of inclined to say Chaos Knight here again as one of the first 2 pickups. So, having said that, if Rubik steals that Chaos Bolt, it's going to work against you so hard. So they're going to go for something different, apparently. They've got to pick up the Invoker, having a solo mid-hero already, not giving that much away about the strategy just yet. And they're going to complement it with a Jakiro. Of course, we saw him in the previous game, and he was the game changer. He was the thing that Noah's Ark had in team fights. His Ice Path were spot on. His Macropyre were spot on, and ForLove, they fought in that Macropyre a couple of times too, and just ended up dying, of course. But yeah, definitely good pickup here, I think, and they could still complement it with a lot of different heroes, because basically every kind of strategy that you want to go for is still possible with that Jakiro. Bounty Hunter is going to be picked up here, as well as the Tidehunter, 2 heroes that were, well, Bounty Hunter was banned out in the previous game, Tidehunter not banned nor picked. But ForLove thinking, you know what, we're going to go for some teamfight now as well, because in the previous game, that is what they lacked. They lacked teamfight, with Jakiro on the other side being the only real massive teamfight hero, at least able to have that kind of impact on those teamfights. But Tidehunter this time will make sure that that's not going to be the case. And Bounty Hunter, of course, is going to be a hero that when he gets level 6, he's going to roam around. So we should still be expecting some heroes that, well, we'll be looking for kills. Also mid-game heroes. Still, Chaos Knight could be a decent option here. I'm curious to see what they're going to be doing with Tidehunter, because normally, or lately, when we've seen the Tidehunter, sorry for the cat sounds, when we see the Tidehunter, he is going on a long lane. That's at least what we have seen lately. But Bounty Hunter also a hero that's going long lane. So curious to see how they're going to be laning this. If the Tidehunter will just be on a duo/tri lane, could be the case. But first it's going to be Noah's Ark that's going to be picking up a hero, and they will be picking up a Disruptor. So that's going to be the start of a tri lane with a Disruptor, a Jakiro. That's going to be, oh, imagine that, a Kinetic Field, Macropyre, Ice Path. You're not going to be getting away anytime soon. You're going to take massive amount of damage, especially if there's also a Static Storm on top of that as well. And there goes the Dragon Knight, the hero that was on Noah's Ark in the previous game, and definitely made some changes there, or at least gave Noah's Ark the big chance to still continue fighting, because he got big enough to be doing stuff right there. But now banned out. Chaos Knight, of course, still in the pool. And then we're going to see if that one's going to be used, or if they rather pick up something else right here, or at least, well, first banouts, of course. It's going to be Nature's Prophet. It was in the previous game as well. Was able to make a lot of difference, not by split pushing, even though he did do that a couple of times, but mostly by the ganks and by the sprouts that he did. Just by having good map awareness, making sure that he was enabling his team to make those kills. But yeah, that one's not going to be in the pool anymore either. Let's see ForLove. Sorry for the cat sounds in the meantime, by the way. He wants to play. He gave me a toy and I have to throw it away. That's the way it works. It's like a cat playing fetch. Which is, of course, pretty possible. I mean, yeah, cat playing fetch. Of course I do.
10 seconds remaining.
Anyway, ForLove up on their next ban. Let's see what they're going to be going for.
5 seconds remaining.
If we look at Noah's Ark's lineup, I mean, I say tri lane, Invoker solo lane. The last game they went for 2 dual lanes. Could still be the case as well, but if they do that, well, what will they do with it? There's still Chaos Knight that could be. Oh no, never mind. Chaos Knight's banned out. I was gonna say Chaos Knight would be a good hero with that, but no, not gonna be the case at all. Let's see. There goes the Bat Rider. We still have the Templar. Oh no, Templar Assassin's already been out. The Bat Rider is of course a counter to Templar Assassin. So, and I just saw someone in the chat saying the results for the Star Ladder match going on. Thank you for that. I was very curious about how that was going to go. Unfortunately, not able to watch it myself. We'll catch the replays. There we have the Anti-Mage being banned out. So that's going to be ForLove, expecting maybe a trial lane going off, and indeed not wanting to give that with an Anti-Mage because he would be able to get a lot of farm there. Last ban coming off from Noah's Ark. What is it gonna be? I mean, you really cannot expect what ForLove wants to be doing with their pickups here, because in theory every single one of these heroes could go solo lane, and we have seen it all before. Even Tidehunter mid, but yeah, Bounty Hunter easy lane, Tidehunter solo long lane, Rubik mid lane. I mean, it could still happen. Wisp is gonna be the one to get banned out. I really I like that ban though. Having said that, I know the Disruptor is already a counter to that, so might not have been that useful, but at least no possibility for those ganks coming out. And let's see what the first pickup is going to be for ForLove. Hopefully giving a bit more indication about what they're actually going to do with their lineup. Because we have a lot of mid-game. Bounty Hunter, Tidehunter. Oh, a lot of hunters. But of course Tidehunter through these level 6 is going to try to roam around. Get some team fights going with the Bounty Hunter being there. Oh wow, that was so not expecting that one. It's going to be a Gyrocopter for ForLove. And that's gonna be... I mean, I've seen Gyrocopter soloing as well, but how often do you see a Gyrocopter? Not that often. I have to say, I would like to see something that I have seen earlier by, at that point it was still Infused, now known as Pulse, formerly known as Sconus Elite. They picked up a Gyrocopter, and the item that they went on first was a rapier. It a very rapier. So I would like to see that one. I'm not expecting it, but it would be fun. But yeah, a nice hero nonetheless. Nice disable, and a lot of spam damage that can come out if there is indeed a team fight going on there. Homing missile able to chase down heroes, knowing where they are. Night Stalker will be the pickup for Noah's Ark. So that could be either a dual lane or a solo lane. Night Stalker could be doing anything. Could be tri lane still as well. Oh dear, these lineups. I do not have beeping sounds on my stream. That would be on your end, I would expect. Unless someone else says they're there too. But I don't have beeping sounds.
10 seconds. Drow Ranger.
Oh wow!
Dire team
Drow Ranger will be picked up by ForLove, a hero that has of course been buffed in a previous patch. Not enough to be picked up all that often, but right now will be the carry for ForLove. I like it. Though having said that, Well, no, they can definitely do that. It's gonna be a 4+1 idea, so Drow Ranger will just be farming, will not be participating in too many fights, I think, with the Gyrocopter, Tidehunter, Bounty Hunter, and Rubik trying to force out those fights and trying to take them, and I think they have a pretty good shot at that as well.
Remaining.
And that is indeed a cat, I'm sorry. And that's a cat with his mouth full, in case you're wondering, because he's holding a toy at the same time. That's why it sounds a bit muffled. We're gonna wait for the last pick from Noah's Ark though. Let's see what it's gonna be.
Sven stands ready.
Sven. Okay, so maybe it's gonna be Invoker bottom. Trialing with Night Stalker top, or Night Stalker solo mid and trialing with Sven top. There's so many options. Let's see. Let's see how they're going to be laning this. A lot of options for both teams. And of course they have to anticipate it for themselves as well. Noah's Ark, last chance to still be getting that $500 for this third place decider. ForLove, they can still they can lose one game and then get the next one if they indeed lose the game. But of course they want to take a 2-0. I want to start enjoying the free time again. Let's see what ForLove is, or who's playing what rather. As we have another pause coming up because the Bounty Hunter disconnected. And I'm sorry for the cat sound. They will stop fairly soon though. Should be stopping fairly soon. And in case you're asking, no, he has his food. It's not that. He just wants me to throw away his toy. He's just sitting next to his toy complaining. But game Gyrocopter will be played by Biu, and we're gonna see the Tidehunter played by Hansi, with Guai playing the Drow Ranger. Bounty Hunter just disconnected, will be played by the person whose name I could not pronounce, so that's all fine. And I'm missing one. Where's the Rubik? Oh, he's already going with. So we have AGK going this well, AGK playing the Rubik. And let's see who's going to be playing what on Noah's Ark on the dire side. We have got Lee playing the Jakiro once more. Mofi going to be playing the Disruptor this time. We have got the Sven played by XDD. Pretty Haw is going to be playing the Invoker. And last but not least is Air on the Night Stalker this time. So that's both of these lineups. As again, I'm not sure where they're going to be going. We do have, like I said, a pause because the Bounty Hunter has disconnected, and hopefully he will be connecting back in first again. Why is there a fanish sounds? Maybe you hear the in-game sounds. Really, the cat? Spoiled. I'm gonna call the cat spoiled. I'm gonna be checking if I can find some sort of noise, because I don't think there's any noise going on right now. Like really no noise. If you are hearing the noise still now, then that is really awkward. This is all the in-game noises out. You don't hear any in-game noises right now. Apart from the cat, who is not in-game, but you do hear it still. It's so annoying. And he's looking at me, making me feel guilty. Anyway, we have the reconnect back in. This in-game sounds back on, so I'm not sure what you were hearing. I am not hearing it anyway. But yeah, let's see who's going where, because that was of course a big surprise trick. We have the Gyrocopter going to be playing support. Picked up sentry wards. Unusual. Gonna be with the Tidehunter, and they're gonna be supporting the Drow Ranger. Huh. Mid lane for the Rubik, top lane for the Bounty Hunter, so that's not really that unusual, but Gyrocopter support. Oh, everybody of Noah's Ark running in. Oh, I like the outfit that Sven has. I want to see what he has. Rare sword. I like the helm too. Support being placed. So that's a try lane from ForLove right here, with some harassment throwing out there, and more harassment. This might actually be turning into more harassment if they want to be going for this. Another arrow. They want to go for the Jakiro. Is there going to be more? Gyrocopter not attacking anything yet. There's the ice path, and we'll make sure that nobody's going to be able to chase that. If they would have, Sven would be there with the stun. There would of course also be another thunder strike, but they are going to be backing off right now. Both wards being placed, so very aggressive from both teams. As we are going to have a tri lane with the Sven farming Nature's, Disruptor, as well as a Jakiro helping him out in an aggressive tri lane. Should be keeping an eye on this lane for sure. As we have the middle lane going to be going towards the Night Stalker and the Rubik, and the top lane will be the Invoker versus the Bounty Hunter. Should still be fine as well. Stun in the meantime, landing on the Drow Ranger. Ice Path going to be following up. There it is. No, yes, no, not going to hit actually, but there's still going to be the right clicks, and it should be enough. First blood will be going to the Jakiro, to Lee, to Noah's Ark. Drow Ranger, the one to take the fall. Not the hero that you want to be seeing that. The crickets would be the in-game sound. They have crickets. Oh no, you just listen for that in-game sound. Anyway, Night Stalker gonna go for a fast bottle. Let's see, he already has it. It looks like. There it is. Then we have got the Rubik, who doesn't have a bottle just yet. Needs 200 gold more for that. As well, of course, Night Stalker is one of those heroes that's creating a lot of action all over the map, but only after level 6. So he will be turning level 6, and then it will be around nighttime, and then he'll be stalking, because it's a Night Stalker. We'll be looking forward to see that. And see Gush going off on the Disruptor. Ice Pet gonna land as well, and Gyrocopter actually taking a lot of damage from that. 100 damage, because that's the most damage you can take from that. And we have them chasing around the Drow Ranger once again. Drow Ranger was such... I can't get in! He's getting blocked. There's a stun. That will be a kill. And he goes down again. There goes the damage being done. And Jakiro, though, still being quite a lot of damage, but he will be fine. He's a tangle on the way out. But Drow Ranger going down again. Not something that you want to be seeing. Drow Ranger is a hard carry for ForLove. And this walking around is just yeah. Because she walked around, like, she went from that way to that way to that way to that way, and then she got picked off. Like, no surprise. He will really be stopping at some point, don't worry. The Invoker in the meantime, 7 for 4 last hits, with the Bounty Hunter 6 for 4, so Bounty Hunter still getting some last hits here, which is quite nice, considering it's range versus melee lane. I mean, yeah, you can get those last hits with using the Shadow Walk, but he'll still get a rest every time he tries that. If he doesn't have a Shadow Walk off cooldown. Still gonna have a lot of harassment here on the bottom lane once more. Drow Ranger now staying a bit more back. Drow Ranger doesn't have any last hits yet at all. Now that's her first one, congrats. But it has died twice. It's really not going all too well for this Drow Ranger right here. Even the Tidehunter has more last hits. We see Jakiro being chased down by the Gyrocopter. And it's gonna be the ward here, making sure that everybody knows where everybody is. So, Courier, I was gonna say, it's gonna be going elsewhere. And we're gonna see the Disruptor being level 2 already, so picked up his glimpse, able to go a bit more aggressive. I think he's trying to be louder than I am or something. I don't know. It's confusing. And there's a Drow trying to get some more right clicks in. Good stuff for her, but the harassment is gonna come on again. We're gonna have the Jakiro and they're just looking for action. They're looking for a way in. Are they gonna be able to find it though? That's the question. Drow Ranger is the target of the 3 heroes on the bottom lane. That is just squishiest. It's just that simple. The Gyrocopter though is still level 1, level 3 on the Disruptor and on the Jakiro as well. Level 3 in the Sven as well. Levels difference are quite immense because of the 2 kills that have happened so far. Ice Path locks back into just harassment for now. I'm still waiting for more things to happen. Doesn't look like it's happening though. There goes the homing missile. This might be a startup on the Jakiro. Slows are being there too. Here comes the missile himself. I'm not going to be chasing that though. Harassment's going to continue out in the Sven. The nice thing about a Drow Ranger here is that the Frost Arrows can just be... You can just use the Frost Arrow to harass... Oh, stun! Landing on the Gyrocopter, but the Sven still goes down. Gyrocopter gets dropped by the Sunstrike still. But that's a 1-for-1 trade. Good trade though, I think. Because you take down the Sven, which was the one that was farming here most. You lose a Gyrocopter who's being played as a support anyway. Why can't I click on the Gyrocopter? There we go. Harassment's gonna come in on Jakiro again. And we just need to type something. There we go. Now the cat is quiet again. Rubik in the meantime, farming mid, 17 for 2. He's is. Where is the Night Stalker? It's top. Already used darkness. It's it's daytime again though. He's already level 6 though, but I lost his. I don't like Night Stalkers that lose their wings. This is gonna be ending badly for someone. I think Sven's gonna take a lot of damage. Kinetic field for the Tidehunter. There might be a glimpse there too. No, it's not gonna happen. Homing missile though, going for the Sven. Is there gonna be something to follow it up on? No, there is not. Drove Ranger died again in this bottom lane, by the way. Disruptor picking up the kill. There's some chat going on in the old chat, which is quite annoying because I can't understand what it says. Probably not interesting in that case. But oh well. Meantime, Goldcraft, it is in favor of the Dire team. No surprise, they're ahead in kills, and we're gonna have the top, the experience graph. Sorry, and actually going back to 0 after those kills that have happened, which is quite surprising. But I think it's probably because his Night Stalker started roaming around and not getting anything in return, hurting him a lot. Gonna walk into a Rubik illusion, but Rubik has just been able to just continue farming. In the meantime, bottom lane is still the lane where the most action is going on. So that's where we're sticking here. Mostly hoping we're still gonna fly in the Sven again, just harassment still. Tidehunter level 4. Keeping an eye on the Tidehunter levels because when he's level 6, he of course wants to go for something. Drove Ranger has died 3 times, has 7 last hits. Is really not doing that well. Stun landing on the Gyrocopter. Sunstrike gonna hit as well, but it's not even needed. Sven still goes down by the Rubik, who went through the bottom lane as well. Telekinesis up on the Jakiro, who's gonna be taking a lot of damage from that Dro, who was walking the wrong side, but will still get the last hit there. Actually, Rubik picking it up. And Disruptor moving towards the mid lane, 2 for 1. Gyro went down, but again for the Sven, so that alone would be a good trade because it's support 4 carry. But also picking up the Jakiro in that as well. Of course, they did need the help of the Rubik there, who left his middle lane, leaving Night Stalker again to farm freely by himself. Night Stalker's got 27 last hits, and is definitely doing good. Is still on par with the Rubik, who is 28. It's gonna take a void from that Night Stalker, but it's gonna be fine. But last hits, we do see the Rubik and the Night Stalker being fairly even. Top lane is fairly even as well, with even Bounty Hunter being higher than the Invoker, which is not something that you would be expecting, but Invoker being 24 for 9, with the Bounty Hunter being 29 for 8. And he has the Gyrocopter hanging around there as well, who's level 3, but could still throw out some damage, maybe with the homing missile as well, knowing where he is. And in the meantime, Draw Ranger 12 for 7. I mean, her last hits are really quite disappointing, and of course she died 3 times now, and that is gonna hurt them later on, depending on how well she does at some point, and how if Noah's Ark is going to leave her alone at some point. It doesn't look like they're planning on doing that though. They're going to go in, ward being placed, our Night Stalker around here as well. It's still nighttime. 4 heroes here on the bottom lane for Noah's Ark, and they don't have to have a 5th because he has a Sunstrike which is global. 50% slow on the Tidehunter. They're going to try to hide in the jungle. They're going to get the push going. Night Stalker thinking about diving this. They are going to be able to dive. His stun lands on the Drow Ranger. There comes the Sunstrike. Ice Path. Kill. Invoker picking it up. Getting the experience for that one as well. In the meantime, Homing Missile going in on the Sven. But he is going to be fine because his team is going to be there to support. Night Stalker just walking casually by the tower. Going to be okay as well. And that is the Rubik TPing back in here. Drow Ranger not really working out for love right now. As we have the Night Stalker finding the Rubik. Lays down a void. There's the Ice Path. That is a homing missile up on the Jakiro. Telekinesis as well. In the meantime, Tidehunter picks up the Sven still with the Disruptor taking down the Rubik. We have a void up on the Gyrocopter who is being slowed because of that. Night Stalker still. Is he going to be hiding? Is he going to be sneaking around? 3 versus 2 in the meantime, but the creep wave is gone and there's no more pushing in. There's no more tower diving, but they outnumber their opponents and they know that because Bounty Hunter is still on the top lane and they have of course got that ward also to see everything that comes in. Tidehunter, this might not be the best place to be in for you. Oh, come on. Invoker picking up the kill. That was just pure misplay by Pretty Haw, and I don't normally call it that, but that was just misplay. If you don't know where your heroes are on the map, a moment ago they were just right near your tower. You don't just go in there. Stand there knowing that there's so much disabled on the opponent team. Bounty Hunter in the meantime. I feel like he should be leaving his lane because the kills that are being done, even though it's not that many, if they are exchanging kills, and if you exchange kills with the Bounty Hunter or your team, you should be able to get the better of that because you are the one that gets a track gold from it. But without a track gold, this Bounty Hunter, he has to be there for the kills. Otherwise, his team won't be getting that gold, and exchanging kills will not be profitable for them. Especially not if that Drow Ranger keeps being picked off there once and again and every time. In the meantime, Rubik went back to the middle lane and gonna be harassed there. Drow Ranger actually joining him there as well. He's gonna try to get some more last hits here. Finished off her power threats. Might be a bit more survivable with that. It's level 7. Her marksmanship will be able to make her give more agility as well. And Sven, 25 last hits, but has been in 7 kills out of the 8, so doing a good job. Has not picked up any kills for himself though. Quite surprising. So curious to see how that's gonna develop. Ravage being used. Tied onto level 6, hits on 2. Tied on the picks of the Jakiro. The Disruptor will be able to back out. And 4 heroes here on the bottom lane, and that's the Bounty Hunter going in as well. There's gonna be a silence and a stun. Gyrocopter will be picked up there. Night Stalker picking up the kill. Disruptor still dies though. That was a track kill also. Important thing as we have Drow Ranger getting picked up again. Sunstrike gonna hit. Dust being popped. And that is the Bounty Hunter going down. Coming through this bottom lane was not what he was expecting. 2 for 3 right now. Tidehunter the only one to stay alive from that initiation. Rubik, well, Rubik actually still here as well. Wants to go for telekinesis. Tunnel Sven still lands on the Tidehunter. Dive is gonna come in. There's steal the stun, and that is Sven going down. Fatebolt going through. Homebound missile being used as well as the barrage, and that will be the Night Stalker dying probably because of that rocket. Running away from the rocket is not a good thing. Night Stalker, what are you doing?
Darkness.
Why did he do that? The more you run away, the more damage you take. And that's gonna be a Sunstrike hitting up on the Rubik. It is gonna be enough to take him down together with the Jakiro damage, but Rubik will still take the last hit of the Jakiro as well. So 1 for 1, and well, with those two at least. Can't believe that Night Stalker just ran at max speed away from a homing missile while he was on so low HP. He would have probably died anyway. Or maybe he was hoping that he was gonna have the rocket denied by the tower or something, or killed off by the tower, but that didn't look smart. He still has 6 charges also. Maybe he would be able to stay alive if he sticks around closer. Anyway, Bounty Hunter going for drums here, an item that we normally see him go for. 50 seconds before another Ravage is up. 9 for 13 in the meantime, as we have Sven continue farming in the mid lane, just like the Drow Ranger is trying to do, who now picked up a race ban as well. I mean, if the game goes on really long, she will be able to get a farm up and will still be able to carry a team. For now, however, she's not going to be in that kind of position as Invoker gets picked off. Track kill there. Glimpse is going to actually help out the Bounty Hunter, so he so he's no longer in range of that tower. But yeah, that's track money going right there. And of course, some of those tracks on the bottom lane were track kills as well. So, like I said, when you're exchanging kills, you're better off if you have a Bounty Hunter. You're gonna be winning the fights. As we have the experience grab in favor of ForLove now again as well, with the gold actually quite even. That's another track kill going the way of ForLove. And the Ravage is off cooldown again. No mana on the Tidehunter though, and no gold for the mana boost, even though he probably wants to go for that, or is he? Picks up a TP, gonna go home. Homing missile coming down air. You're gonna go down again by the homing missile. Not even gonna be the homing missile. Night Stalker gets killed off by the creeps. And Sven coming in too late, even though he tried to be there in time with his war cry. And that is the support Gyrocopter doing work, by the way. Ooh. He just did a somersault. Nice. But yes, Sven, Jakiro, let's see where they're gonna be heading. Bottom lane, Drow Ranger, probably. Drow Ranger. I mean, they got 13 kills on the side of Noah's Ark.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
13, of which 5 are done on the Drow Ranger. Not really ideal at all. After 12 kills, Drow Ranger has been present in 4. At least assist in 4. Double damage rune up on the Sven. Ward being placed here by the Radiant team. Wise choice, so they can see the ganks incoming, and they're actually going to be backing off. Let's see if they're going to be going towards the mid lane. TP out from the Disruptor towards that mid lane, who's getting dived with the Invoker already going down. There call down coming not down on the Disruptor, who's out of range there. Thunderstrike still hitting, homing missile will still hit as well, but not gonna do that much more anymore. And everybody backs off. As Sven is gonna continue farming in the jungle. And Jakiro waiting for a target to come there, but he's being spotted out. They know that he's there, I think. Yeah, they have got the ward there. Gosh landing upon the Sven. Here comes the anchor smash as well. Stun as well as the Ice Bat though, following up. Tidehunter might be in some trouble right now. Ultimate is up on the Sven. Rev is being used. Hits on the Sven. There's not going to be any extra mana. Sunstrike not going to be hitting up on the Sven, who's going to try to get himself out of there. One more hit, and that's Drone Ranger picking up a kill. Kinetic Field will lock in the Drone Ranger, but she'll just hit from the high ground. Silence being up on there as well. Will be enough. I don't think so. She doesn't have the range, and she doesn't have anything else to throw out there. Here comes the Rubik. Too little, too late. 14 for 13 as ForLove is making sure that the Drone Ranger going down at the start of the game is not going to hurt them too much in the late game, because they're trying to pick up any kills that they can using any means that they can.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Night Stalker. Ooh, you're gonna go down. And that's another track kill. Bounty Hunter picking up the kill. And these track kills mean so much, and we're gonna see that back on the gold graph. Look at that. It is already up to 3k gold. That is a massive amount, and that is just a track making such a big difference. And of course the Ravage, because they do have a lot of heroes that need at those levels, but with the Ravage up on the Tidehunter, he is being able to pick up the kills. He's been in 11 out of the 15 kills. That is pretty impressive. At the same time, he's only died twice. I say only because it's less than other people, but he's doing good. Bounty Hunter's the one that died least though. He's only died once so far. He's been in 6 kills. All 6 are of course track kills, I believe. Good stuff there, so extra gold again. And right now the Drone Ranger, even though having died 5 times, at least the lucky thing for her is that she died only a lot early game. And if she's gonna be able to not die again, she will be able to get back on track and get her farm up. Especially if Noah's Ark is gonna be dying like they are doing, or like they have been doing in the last couple of minutes. One by one, there comes the homing missile. I hear it, I just don't see the target. Oh, Sven. Where's the track? There's the track. That's the kill. Bounty Hunter picking it up. Killing spree for the Bounty Hunter here.
Dire's top tower is
And
under
we're gonna be
attack.
seeing maybe a tower getting pressured here. No, Drone Ranger just wants space to farm. 4 heroes from ForLove. This is the 4+1 strat that I was talking about. They're gonna try to force out a team fight, perhaps in the mid lane, and perhaps pick up the Invoker with that. And they're going to leave Drone Ranger to farm, and hopefully there's going to be people TPing in to save the Invoker, who's going to lay down a Sunstrike, and will go down still. And I don't see the message for it, but that was the Bounty Hunter, I believe, getting the last hit again, because he was dominating right now. As well as, of course, another track kill, going the way of ForLove. TPs are going to come in bottom lane. It's going to be Sven. TPing back in, he's picked up himself some bracers, is smoked up. Drone Ranger, you should be very careful, you're gonna get stunned. There he goes. Tidehunter is there though. Ravage is on cooldown. There he goes. Static Storm, Kinetic Field. Drone Ranger will probably still die. There she goes. Tidehunter trying to do what he can. He is not gonna be able to do anything though, apart from trying to get himself out of there alive. In the meantime, we have a glimpse back from the Gyrocopter, who tries to do something there as well, but was not able to do anything. Return cooldown gonna hit up on 2 heroes. Homing missile up on the Jakiro as well. And that is going to be Sunstrikes all over the place, because the Rubik has stolen the Sunstrike. Gyrocopter will still go down. The Sunstrike from the Rubik did not hit on the Jakiro, unfortunately. Dive going to come in on the Rubik, as Night Stalker has found himself a target. And TP out is not going to happen. Force Staff forward is not going to help him either, with Sven picking up the kill. And that's going to mean a tower, I think so as well. Night Stalker, he doesn't care about the tower. Takes that last hit, tanks the tower like a man, and we'll be able to... Oh, fortification. Well...
Radiant structures are fortified.
And then we steal the tower down. With Sven picking up the tower. In the meantime, Tidehunter of course did not die there. He was still hanging around though. Very low on HP. I'm not sure what he was thinking about doing there. Maybe he tried to go for the deny. Didn't get it though, unfortunately. We have now got to drop back. That's of course the tower going down experience. That's the kills being done. Again, Drone Ranger dying. As I said, I mean, she still has a chance. I mean, she died 6 times, but she is a hard carry. The thing about hard carry is that if you give them enough time, they will be able to carry. For Drone Ranger at this time, though, you have to give her a bit more time than she would normally use. Because, well, she has just been shut down quite hard. At the same time, she is not the only one getting these kills. Bounty Hunter is doing okay, doing pretty well actually. He is dominating right now. He's got 4 kills, has died only once, and I'm actually gonna put up. Oh, that's the wrong button. I'm gonna put up this one. Let me see. Oh, that's just a tower getting pressured. Net worth. Bounty Hunter, highest up on there, no surprise there. He's been there for all the track kills, obviously, because he's doing the track. Evoker picking up the tower in the meantime. It's going to be Bounty Hunter that's going to land the track already up on the Jakiro. Another track should be here soon. Ice Pet though, slowing it down. And there he is, Glim's back. Track still not there. Where's the track? There's the track. Was it in time? No, it was not in time. Track was not in time. We saw the animation, but at least it was a kill. Kill's a kill, even if it's no track kill. Ruby picking up the kill. I say kill a lot, I know. And there's 18 for 16, as the towers are now 1 in favor of the Dire team. Nightstalker just going to be running away again. Nightstalker going for a Vanguard, probably. TP incoming from the draw range. You're finding out, like, okay, you know what? Top lane is where the farm is at. Smoke up in the meantime for the Tidehunter and the Gyrocopter, so they're going to use these two as bait, perhaps. Seeing if they can force something out. In the meantime, the rest of the team is just rotating, looking if someone's close there. It's going to be TPing from the Disruptor, so they will see him soon. Maybe they're going to be able to find this Sven, who's very low on HP. If he's going to get found out, then he will be going down. They know that the creeps are gone, so that someone should be close. They can just not find it yet. If they walk around this corner, there's a gush, and that will probably kill him off regardless. Hello, Sven, bam, you're dead. And that is Rubik actually Fatebolt picking him off. Such an easy kill. And the rest of an NA is walking back there again after their tier 1 tower still dropped. Of course, they cannot do anything against that. Too many heroes around there, and just too risky to do that. In the meantime, for wards, I'm quite surprised that there's not that many wards up on the map. There is 1 ward up for the Radiant team on the bottom lane. It's almost disappearing. 1 ward up for the Dire team, and 1 counter ward, or at least center ward up in the mid lane. In the meantime, tier 2 tower is going to be pressured. It's like, you know what? We're going to take your tower, and if you don't like it, then come team fight us. We have a Ravage. And, you know, you don't really want to do that. You don't really want to fight in that one. And for the people asking, no, I did not kill the cat. He just stopped complaining. I see him. But he's just minding his own business again. Thank you. Oh, hello, fight. Gosh. Track. Telekinesis. Kinetic field. Deafening blast. Still silence up on the Ravage, on the Tidehunter, but still managed to get the Ravage. Cooldown coming up as well. Nightstalker already down. 4-step forward on the Invoker. Stun lands on the Bounty Hunter, who will get picked off instantly. That is not what you want to be happening. Want to have happening. Rather, oh, they're going to chase it anyway. Sven getting a gush. Silence up on the Jakiro is going to get a homing missile as well. Already goes down to the Gyrocopter. Sven will be going down there as well. This is all kills, no track kills, but kills are kills. 4 down right now. And the Invoker, the only one left alive. That counter gank really should not have happened. It really should not have happened. They defended their tier 3. Yes, they lost the Nightstalker. They got a kill in return. They should have left it at that. They should have left it there. But no, they were greedy, wanted to go for more. We're not able to get anything else out of there, and died 3 of them in that chase for nothing. Meantime, Rubik from mid again. We have him picking up a mechanism, even though he can already pick it up if he wants to. He didn't do that just yet, but we'll probably do that regardless soon. 4 staff already up on him as well. He might actually be going for a Blink Dagger first if he gets the chance. If he got a large sum of money just now in a short period of time, make him change his mind about going for that mechanism. BKB completed up on the Draw Ranger, so finally for her, that one is complete, and she might be able to stay alive a little bit longer, because she's definitely not being an MVP in these fights right now. Even though, of course, being present for the last team fights was pretty profitable for her as well. Even though there weren't any track kills. Talking about track kills, Bounty Hunter himself finishes Manta style. He's got phase boots, got drums, he's looking good, get 800 gold. Definitely doing okay for himself, as you see the Tidehunter, who's picked up a Hood of Defiance, probably going to be going for a pipe with that, and hopefully maybe for him afterwards, he's going to be able to pick up a Blink Dagger to get those initiations. Even though, having said that, the initiations in the previous fight, I mean, he could just walk in there, he walked through a kinetic field, and he walked through a static storm, so it was silent for a while, but nobody backed up. You saw Tidehunter walking there. You knew exactly what he was going to be doing, but they did not back off, thinking, you know what, we can deal with that Ravage, or maybe they didn't see him there, but, I mean, he doesn't need a Blink Dagger if he can just walk in there and nobody backs out, right? It's going to be a tier 1 tower, last one standing in the game. And it's going down because the tier 1 tower on the top lane just went down as well. And the push continues for
Radiant's top tower
Noah's Ark, and they're going to be going for the tier 2 at the same time. Their own tier 2 is going to get pressured as well.
under attack.
Would be interesting as we're going to see a base race here. If we're going to have that though, I would give the favor to this team right here.
Bottom tower has fallen.
With the Invoker and of course the Jakiro Liquid Fire with the Invoker Force Spirits. But yeah, the TPs are going to come out.
Tower is under attack.
Disruptor going to take a homing missile, a track. And is he going to be left alone by his team? TP out from the Invoker, TPing out from the Sven. Jakiro still here, lands a Necropire, homing missile still traveling. They want to get him. Track goes up on the Jakiro as well. They want to find someone. It looks like the Disruptor is going to be fine. Jakiro not so much. Extra speed is there. Ice Pet still lands. Still gets the Bounty Hunter though. But yeah, the extra speed is there. The homing missile is on him as well. And that will be a kill for sure. Shurkentas will get it. He's the only one close for the track goal, I think. But a kill still from that push in. As a tier 2 tower, of course, dropped 2 on the top lane. And we have 1 tower left on the side of the Dire team, with 2 tier 2 towers left on the side of the Radiant team, both mid and bottom, even though they're no longer on full HP. And we have a Ravage up again, so they can just try to force it, and again, saying, you know what, we're going to take your tier 2, or you're going to be Ravaged, or you're going to be team fought. Or we can take a team fight. Wow, how did I say that normally? But come team fight us, or we take your tower. That's the one. In the meantime, I hear telekinesis somewhere. It's gonna be a track kill, Invoker! Wrong place, wrong time. Bounty Hunter finding him. Tier 2 tower is still gonna get dropped. We have got the Mask of Madness up on this Drow Ranger. That's something that I just see every day. But again, if she's not getting attacked, that is fine. But she has been getting attacked, and she has died. She's pretty squishy. Maybe with the BKB that's less important, but quite surprised to see a Mask of Madness up on the Drow Ranger there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, if you're gonna get attacked while you have that activated, you're dead. Dual Breath, Ice Path. Ice Path being stolen right now. That's an important spell to do. It is the reason why Jakiro is being picked up that much right now. Kinetic Field locks down the Tidehunter, who still has a Ravage. Well, Silence though. It's gonna be on Silence again as shortly. Should be there. Where's the Ravage? Getting stunned. Now a Ravage will come. There it is. BKB activated on the Sven. Tidehunter still trying to get himself out of that one. Will be okay. Jakiro goes down. Night Stalker goes down. Bounty on the double kill. And we have again a pause in the middle of a team fight. This is the 3rd time today. Why? Drow Ranger standing in the Necropire. BKB has run out. I think she should be moving. She's attacking the Sven, who is also BKB'd up right now. But he still has a while to go before it goes off. And of course the Necropire is not is not doing damage to him. Bounty Hunter chasing down supports. They have a lot of bracers. His Janata is on cooldown. Shurkentas 3 seconds. There's still a track 1 second, so he's gonna go for track kill here on this Disruptor. I think he should be able to get it also. Invoker might be able to definitely blast here or meteor him. And that is actually gonna be the resumed game. Bounty on the backs off instantly. Mechanism being used. Bounty Hunter will still drop here actually. Sven picking up the kill. Drow Ranger will be glimpsed back. And will probably die still there as well as the telekinesis up on the Sven. There goes the homing missile and the Ice Pet being stolen. Gyrocopter picking up the kill as Night Stalker trying to take down this Tidehunter. There's the homing missile. The gush hits. Is there going to be anything more? Tidehunter trying to get away from this one. Will still be dying by the Disruptor. As the Night Stalker still running away from that. He has enough HP to survive that as well. Kinetic Field locks in nothing. And the tier 3 tower keeps on standing. Those pauses in those team fights, I mean, I think it's gonna be more annoying for the teams, or maybe even better so that they can be a bit more tactical about it, but it totally brings me out of that team fight, and afterwards it just doesn't seem as exciting anymore as when this team fight actually started. That could just be me though. So yeah, Gyrocopter going for a BKB almost has it complete. We've got a Night Stalker. His Vanguard is indeed complete right now. Pretty late for that though, but at least he's gonna be able to try and stay alive. As I'm so disappointed that his wings are gone. Now let's see what else items we can find. We already saw the BKB on the Sven, and we saw the urn, and I think that is everything on the Dire side. Let's take a look at the Radiant side, where the Drow Ranger has 1500 gold again, did not die in previous encounter, and maybe even picking up the Aegis here, making sure that if she does die, she's actually not dead in total. Or is it gonna be hello? Thank you.
Immortality.
Did you see that? It looked like the Aegis actually moved when it was on the floor. It was quite funny to see. Anyway, bounty hunter building towards the BKB as well. Just need 300 gold. And of course that way they will be able to just run around in the kinetic field, in the static storm, in the macro-fire, in the ice path. It's what hurting them a lot right now, and Rubik gonna be stunned here. Ice path, cooldown still gonna hit, but it's gonna be Rubik. Mechanism, is it gonna be enough? No, it's not. Spam takes him down. Gyrocopter pops his BKB. Drone Ranger pops her BKB. Gonna try to take down an Ice Stalker. Will be able to do so. Bounty Hunter picking up the Disruptor. Track kills all over the place. Spends. BKB is on cooldown. There goes the Aegis. There goes the Macro Fire. Tidehunter taking a lot of damage there. 8 seconds until the Ravage is up, but it's not even needed. They take a team-wide buyback from the Jakiro. How did that fight happen? Buyback from the Rubik, of course, as well. He was the first one to go down, but they had the Aegis. Aegis makes such a big difference. The Drone Ranger still doing a lot of damage from the sidelines there, and of course the cooldown came down as well as, well, Bounty Hunter just doing his job and killing stuff. And the only one alive is this Jakiro, who's gonna get a track and gonna go down. Drone Ranger picking up the kill, really shaped up after a bad start that she had in the bottom lane. GG is gonna get cool, so that will mean that ForLove, oh, hello Ravage, ForLove will be taking the 3rd place in this Alienware Arena. And of course also the Chinese regional qualifiers. Even though ForLove is not going to be able to go there anymore, they take home $500 regardless. And of course, the credit of taking the 3rd place in this qualifier in general. Coming 2nd after Tong Fu and LGD is nothing to be ashamed of. Tong Fu and LGD are of course the finalists for this tournament. The finals will be played on Sunday. I believe those will be casted again by Gods and LD. I have stepped in for them for this match, in case you're wondering why I'm casting this match right now. So, I believe that's going to be on BeyondTheSummit.tv, or Beyond the Summit, on Twitch TV. I'm not 100% sure, but I will be keeping you up to date on my website if you check those. Of course, I post all the matches that are upcoming on Reddit as well, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. My name is Sheever. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube. YouTube.com/SheeverGaming would be really much appreciated, as Drone Ranger is trying to get revenge from the times that she got killed off early in this game. Yeah, I'm a GhostoGamers caster. If you want to find out more about all kinds of Dota 2 activities, you can go to GhostoGamers.net/Dota2 and check out the stuff that is on there. And yeah, so thank you for watching. This was best out of 3. This was game number 2, and it is going to be ForLove taking the $500 for the 3rd place in these qualifiers. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna find out if there's something next. I don't think there's gonna be anything next. I think I'm gonna be watching some Star Ladder, but we'll find out soon. Stay tuned otherwise.